Hello, Namaste. My name is Pranav Anandoja, and in this video, I'm going to continue with our session with online recorder and home contract. So, what is online contract? So, as the name indicates, electronic contract means contract formed in electronic form. Further, electronic contract is part and parcel of e-commerce, like I told you earlier. Earlier, there was no provision relating to e-contract. However, the Information Technology Act has made consequential amendments in various statutes such as IPC, Indian Evidence Act, RBI Act. However, no change has been made in Indian Contract Act. Further, Section 10A has been incorporated by the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008, which confers the validity on contracts formed in the e-form. So, validity of contracts formed through e-form, that is Section 10A. So Section 10A says that where a contract formation, the communication of proposal, the acceptance of proposal, the revocation of proposal, and the acceptance, as the case may be, are expressed in electronic form or by means of an electronic form, then such contract shall not be deemed to be unenforceable solely on the grounds that such electronic form or means was used for that purpose. So the essential elements of valid physical contract are applicable on e-contracts as also. So what could be the essential elements of valid contract? Offer and acceptance, intention to create legal relationship, lawful consideration, capacity of parties, free consent, lawful object. All of you are aware of these prerequisites of a valid contract. So now let's see nature of electronic contract. The common understanding of term e-commerce has means more than just purchasing products or services on internet. So there are a number of aspects of commerce that have been affected by the use of electronic medium, and all of them deserves mention. So emergence of different types of developments are like e-marketing, e-shopping, e-advertisement, e-payment, e-contract, e-banking, smart card, plastic money have brought with them their own problems which are incapable of being efficiently removed or resolved under the existing system of law. So parties to e-contract. So in e-contract, e-proposal is sent by the originator or the proposer, and the e-acceptance is given by the promise of the acceptor. However, e-proposal or e-acceptance is known as e-record. Parties to e-record are originator and addressee. Now, considering the parties to e-record, we can also decide parties to e-proposal and e-acceptance that we have seen in last session by applying section 11 and section 12. Accordingly, an e-proposal shall be attributed to the originator of e-proposal or the promisor if it was sent by originator himself or his authorized agent or automatically sent by an information system program. Similarly, an e-acceptance shall be attributed to the originator if it was sent by the originator himself or by a person who had the authority to act on behalf of the originator in respect of that e-acceptance, or by an information system programmed by or on behalf of the originator to operate automatically. Therefore, an e-acceptance shall be attributed to the originator of e-acceptance if it was sent by the acceptor himself or his authorized agent automatically sent by information system program. So who could be the parties of e-proposal? Parties of e-proposal are proposer or promisor who is the originator and proposer who is addressee of e-proposal, that is e-offer. Parties to e-acceptance. Parties to e-acceptance are promisee who is originator of e-acceptance and proposer or promiser who is addressee of e-acceptance. So what are the various methods of e-contracts? So email, email is digital equivalent of a letter. One may attach file to it, that we all do. It needs to be addressed to certain people. Now web wrap contracts. Now web wrap contracts are the most commonly found on World Wide Web. The usual process of formation of such a contract begins with the World Web vendor placing information about a product on the web. There is this hypertext order from within closed electronic proximity with the consumer fills out, by clicking a button labeled I accept or I submit a purchase or some other phrases. Now, when the consumer clicks on the button that is I accept terms and conditions or whatsoever, the order is processed automatically. Communication in this manner on World Wide Web has generally been regarded as instantaneous. Now comes shrink wrap contracts. Now, shrink wrap contracts are those contracts which are accepted by a user when software is installed from a CD-ROM and Microsoft Office software. The fact is that the moment consumer clicks on the button like I accept or I agree next, install, etc., they enter into an agreement where whether consumer are aware with this fact or not. The press of these buttons give rise to a valid contract. So let me conclude by this topic e-records and e-contract. So like you all know that the seamless web communications woven around the globe has provided new standards to the global commercial network, right? Wherein global information have given to e-marketing, have given way to e-marketing. Now the cutting edge of business today is e-commerce. This is latest. And in order to cherish the fruits of this new business paradigm, that is e-commerce, a valid e-record and e-contract infrastructure is very important. The formation of valid contract forms is the cornerstone of e-commerce, and therefore it is essential that sufficient attention must be paid to the legal validity of online contracts. So the essential ingredients of valid physical contract are also present in e-contract that we have seen. However, the protection of the rights of consumers in online shopping has entirely been ignored. That we will see who are e-consumers and what are the rights of e-consumers, whether e-consumers are like physical consumers or not in coming sessions. In day-to-day life, at each and every moment we enter into a lot of agreement of sale and purchase. We, that is the consumers, constitute the largest public body in the country, and every person is a consumer in one transaction or other. A consumer can also be a producer, and a producer or manufacturer cannot exist without himself being a consumer. And as the market has become e-market, similarly custom consumers have become e-consumers, and there is a need of law and context of e-contracts as the electronic contracts holds the key to the future of e-commerce in India. Now, the ability to embrace the control of internet e-commerce with consumer-friendly orientation depends on legislative bodies. Now, we have sufficient time to discuss something about e-consumers. So let's discuss about e-consumers. A very important question is whether a cyber consumer in law is different from ordinary consumer, or whether he is covered under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. So basically consumer means anyone who purchases goods or for private use or consumption at the end of the chain of production or hears services for a consideration. Now, in case of Mira Industries versus modern constructions, it was held that a person availing services for commercial purposes is excluded from definition of consumer after the amendment of section 2 subsection 1 clause D subclause 3, sorry 2, yes, section 2 subsection 1 clause D subclause 2, goods if purchased for commercial purposes and services attached to goods in a nature of warranty availed, then customers could not be considered as consumers due to amendment to section 21D2. Therefore, order holding complainant consumer was set aside. In this case, this was the main issue. Then comes Bihar School Examination Board versus Suresh Prasad Sinha. According to them, the definition of consumer under Section 2D of the Consumer Protection Act, a person who hires or avails of any services for a consideration is a consumer. But certain categories of persons would not be availed as consumers. And who are those persons? So, person who avail any service for consider for any commercial purpose, person who avails any service whatsoever, person who avails any service under the contract, under any contract of service. A consumer is entitled to file a complaint under the Act if there is any deficiency in service provided or rendered by the service provider. Now we have seen all of this. Now let's come to the part. What is the uh, justified space of e-consumers? So we can say that cyber consumer in law is different from ordinary consumers because of the complexities of e-commerce. So district forums, state commission and national commission play a very different role in resolving disputes related to e-consumers. And there is still we need a law which looks into these matters. But unfortunately, we lacked in all of these infrastructure formation. And today there is this discrimination between e-consumer and physical consumer. The current infrastructure is lacking in these aspects. So far we have seen information technologies introduction, that what is information, what is technology, and we have seen in bits and pieces what is internet, intranet and extranet. We have seen e-commerce, we have seen e-records and validity of e-records, evidentiary value of e-records. We have seen e-contracts and how they contacts the same content with as compared to physical contracts. And now we have seen e-consumers also up to some extent. So till now, whatever we have seen is part and parcel of major scheme of internet law, but it also includes media law, which is not part of your transaction. However, there is this broadcaster treaty that we will discuss in the coming sessions, and then it's all about e-governance that we have to discuss in coming sessions, and then we have to discuss about intellectual property issues in cyberspace, which also includes your broadcast treaty wala portion. And then we come to cyber offenses, which is very important. Cyber jurisdiction, again a very important issue to be dealt with. So in the coming sessions, we will see about cyber contraventions, cyber offenses. But before that, we will get into cyber crime and overall introduction of cyber crime. What are cyber crimes? Well, then, thank you.